Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm your business manager, T. Smalls. It's been a while since our last recording, our last State of the Union. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to cover a lot of information that's beneficial to you and your family. It's really important that you guys take time, listen up. Whatever device you're listening or watching today, pause, use that feature, and grab a piece of paper right now, because as you're going through this, you may want to take some notes on some of the information that you'll be given on some of your benefits and some of the progress of the local union over the last year and some of the things that are coming up. The medical fund is always one that we get a lot of questions on. Everyone wants to know what benefits they have, how the fund's doing, all of those type things. So today we're going to get into some detailed information, and we'll have some presenters on different topics within the medical. The first person that'll be coming up to you is Jennifer Doucette. Jennifer is with Siegel. She's one of our partners with the medical fund and doing our actuarial work. So what Jennifer will do is she'll give you some detailed information on plan changes, as well as some of the investments and some of the reserve information that you guys would really like to hear. So if take a minute, if you hadn't got paper, grab some paper, and here goes Jennifer.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of Local 5. My name is Jennifer Doucette, and I'm with Siegel Consulting. At Siegel Consulting, our role is to assist the trustees with making decisions to provide the members of Local 5 with the best possible benefits for the lowest possible cost. One of the ways we do this is looking at the past and looking at the claims history of the members and look for opportunities to help improve the health of the members. It is through preventive care that we found leads to the lowest cost and the best way to improve the members' lives. So the trustees have elected to invest in the Wellness Center, which opened this month. The Wellness Center provides members easier access to care and lower out-of-pocket cost. We also look at what's happening in the present. We are aware of what's happening within the marketplace and which vendors have the most competitive discounts. We evaluated the discounts through the dental benefit. In last year, the fund moved to United Concordia for dental. Our analysis showed that the fund could save approximately 20% on dental cost. The fund went from spending $1.54 million in dental expenses in 2022 to $1.3 million in 2023. The fund also increased the annual maximum from $2,500 in 2022 to $3,500 in 2023. So the fund was able to reduce the cost and provide the members with an additional better benefit. The fund is also looking to move to Express Scripts for your prescription drug benefits. I want to express the importance that we also look at the impact to the individual members. When it is determined that these changes may occur, we look at how these members will be disrupted as far as the access to drugs, like which pharmacies they may be able to go to, as well as which drugs are covered. And the trustees are always evaluating the member disruption and balancing that against the savings to the fund. So more good changes to come. Our role is to also look at the future cost of healthcare and to provide the trustees with an estimate so that they are able to determine how much money needs to go into the health and welfare fund each year. We also provide the trustees with a measurement of how healthy the fund is. Anything pretty much over 12 months of reserves is a healthy fund. As of December 2023, your fund is sitting at 24.4 months of reserves. Having a healthy reserve balance allows the trustees time to weather the storm of low investment returns or high claim costs, and be able to solicit the members for changes when necessary in determining the best outcome and the best fit for members when changes are needed, instead of having to make rapid changes. So as of now, you're in a good place, you've done a good job, and thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Thank you, Jennifer. That's a lot of really good information. We really value our relationship with Siegel and all our vendor partners on the medical fund. The medical trustees and myself, we really value that information and the stuff that they provide us, because those are the tidbits of information that we need in order to make the best decisions on your behalf. Everything that we do with the medical is beneficial to you and your family. So that information is really important. Jennifer spoke about our reserves and how well funded we are. That's all because a lot of the things that we've done with the information that they've provided us in partnering with United Concordia and Humana and some of the others that are resulting in savings to the fund. One of the things that we've done is improve some benefits that's been in the plan document for some time now. One of the improvements we've made is we brought Tiffany Jennings into the Union Hall from Benesis. Benesis is one of our vendor partners, and they do an excellent job of supporting us on the medical fund as well. But most of all, Tiffany does an excellent job of facilitating calls and claims and all of those type things when members come in. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Tiffany Jennings.
Hello, brothers and sisters of Local 5. My name is Tiffany, your Benesis Medical Fund partner. I sit at the hall to assist you guys with all things medical and eligibility related. That can be questions about your claims, your hours, or your eligibility. I'm here today to go over a few changes with your medical fund. Newly organized groups will now receive an additional 30 days of eligibility once you meet your 125 hours, meaning instead of 1 month of eligibility, you will get 2. The local partner with Humana Medicare Advantage and prescription plan to provide all retirees and spouses with health care coverage and prescription coverage as well. With the new plan, there are no deductibles, no out-of-pocket maximums for covered benefits. The Silver Sneakers program is also available to you guys with no cost, as well as healthcare coaching and care management. The hearing aid benefit was increased from $2,000 to $3,000. Retirees 62 and over or disabled under the age of 62 received a reduction in premiums. Previous financial responsibility was 75-25. It is now 80-20 with the approval of your trustees. Local 5 partnered with United Concordia to provide members and dependents with access with an expanded network of dentists at the same level of benefits you were previously receiving with Local 5. Rehab benefit increased from 6 weeks to 10 weeks. Telehealth and virtual outpatient visits are now a permanent benefit with your plan. This is a great addition to the plan for those who may need counseling and don't really want to go into the office, or for those who just can't move around like they used to. The MRA reimbursement program will continue for 2024 with the reimbursement amount of $400. I would like to get into what should be submitted for reimbursement. Cash register receipts for prescriptions are not acceptable. You must submit the prescription receipt that is normally attached to your bag. Things that can be bought over the counter, such as Tylenol, probiotics, heating pads, etc., are not reimbursable. When submitting the bill from the providers, you must submit proof of payment with that as well. When submitting the EOBs that you receive from Benesis, you have to submit proof of payment with that. Thank you.
Thanks, Tiffany. That's a lot of really good information. One of the things Jennifer mentioned early on was our wellness center. Though we have 2 locations of wellness centers now, we're really proud of both locations. The newest location is actually the oldest location that we had in Mitchellville. We moved it into the Union Hall. We really need you to use those facilities. Those facilities were put in place for your use. Use those facilities, blood work, exams, physicals, all of those things. Get in there and use that facility. Those are all the things that are going to save the fund money and also give you the benefit that you deserve and your family, okay? The second location we opened up was in Southern Maryland. That location also has the same services provided to you and your family. Use the facility. I cannot urge that enough to you as the chairman of the fund and the financial secretary of this local union. Everything that we do is driven off our member dollars. And if you do not use the facilities and the things that we give you, it definitely affects the bottom line. So get in there, use those facilities, use them as much as you want, use them as often as you want. We're really proud of those locations, and you should be proud of the benefits that you, the members, have provided yourself. Now I'd like to take some time and show you the new location that's located at the Union Hall. So yes, when you come to the Union Hall now, take a minute, go around the corner, the Wellness Center is there, stop in, set an appointment, use the facility, but take a look around and get to know the staff. Like our wellness center, our training center is another facility that we have at Local 5 that we rely on heavily to support the things that we do within our trade. Brother Chris Biondi is the training director at the training facility. Chris does an excellent job with the staff there at the training facility. They've done a lot of things over the last year to enhance the training and some of the things that we have going on within the local union. And one of the things we want to do right now is take you on location to Brother Biondi and let him tell you a little bit more about what he has going on within the training department. Chris?
This is Chris Biondi, Training Director of Plumbers and Gas Fitters Local 5 Apprenticeship, coming to you from the sand pit at the James C. Spencer Local 5 Training Facility. 2024 is well underway, and as always, we have several irons or iron pipes in the fire. We have jurisdictional standards updates. Early this month, we are closing out an update to our apprenticeship standards that are on file in DC. Maryland's were brought current this time last year. The next logical and aggressive step will be to create a standard that works in Virginia and resolve some compatibility disconnects that we've had with backflow, fuel gas, and general licensing. Staff updates: we have added multiple staff to our day crew, including administrative assistant Jan Clements, who used to work with Electricians Local 26 Benefits Office, and full-time instructor Brandon Jones, an experienced W.L. Gary service tech. Since my last talk, we have also added Zach Brengel, Christopher Davison, Christina Fullwood, Steve Hedrick, Charles Taylor, Chris Thomas, and last year's valedictorian Mike Webb to our night instructor roster. Richard Kontick has retired. In general apprenticeship news, we have 282 apprentices in the works, and intake is ongoing for the 2024-25 school year. There are updates happening within the school. We have added a fifth-year commercial fabrication project, which has been developed over the last year with the help of Tom Buckley and multiple instructors. The project uses the space from the old HVACR lab, and we are also remodeling the fixture lab, adding clear pipe and clear walls so that students and engineers even can see the interaction of water and air in real time. One fixture wall is nearly complete, and as budget permits, we will continue to refurbish the entire lab with that setup. More sensor-based flush valves will be taught and installed moving forward as well. Intake and recruiting. Our outreach efforts have broken records over the last 3 to 4 years, even during COVID. The Metro Washington Labor Council, AFL-CIO, is recognizing the efforts of RJATC and those of the James C. Spencer Local 5 Apprenticeship Training Facility in our efforts to reach out to DC residents and workforce development pre-apprenticeships in the city. We have instituted a new apprentice review and intake system created for the UA by APT Metrics. Several Local 5 members were consulted to develop the system, which brings me to our next call for help. Help wanted: we have 16 interviewers who will be by April 3rd trained to interview candidates for the apprenticeship program. These interviewers are pulled from the MCAMW, the JATC, the training facility staff, MAPTA, Local 5 members, and retirees. If you are interested in adding your name to that roster, please reach out to me at the school. The third annual Joint Local 5 Apprenticeship MCAMW Open House Industry Day will be held on Thursday, April 18th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Food will be served from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We do need tour guides, and we need help setting up and breaking down for the day. Email the school to volunteer. On May 4th, the school will be attending a recruiting event at the Dulles Expo Center from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is a long all-day event, so we could use AM and PM help, especially from members in or around that area. We have daytime and nighttime recruiting events going on weekly. If you would like to be on the list to help us with those types of outreach events, please notify the school. And looking ahead, if you work with a fifth-year apprentice, they are scheduled to graduate on June 1st. Please encourage them to sign up for and take their journey test. The JATC is discussing limiting those who walk across the stage based on license holders only. The grace period will still extend to December 31st of that year, but non-holders could be excluded from the graduating ceremony. Apprentices have a year to close out their licenses, and we are all tired of graduating divisional journey workers after 5 years of training. The Mid-Atlantic Pipe Trades will be hosting the UA Apprenticeship Contest at this facility during the week of May 20th. We need volunteers to help execute that multi-state effort. We will send out the names of our competitors in the next week or so. The winners of that event will go on to the District 2 competition. Summer classes will be announced early next week, so please get on the wait list with Maria Vasquez if you're not already. We cannot hold classes if there's not enough interest. Offerings may include foreman training, OSHA 30, Journey Code Prep, helper class, medical gas, Maryland DC, WSSC backflow, and the Virginia backflow add-on prep. That concludes the report. We hope to see you at the facility. Please be aware that you can come by, see what we do. With a little notice, we'll set you up with a tour. We hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Brother Biondi. That was a lot of great information. We appreciate you and the training staff and all the hard work you do. One of the things that a lot of members may not know is Brother Mike Canales, business agent at the Union Hall, is the individual that puts members or put our apprentices out to work. So up next, Mike's going to come up and give you some of the stuff that he's got going on and some of the stuff that he's doing within the apprenticeship, just to bring you up to speed on the stuff that he's working on. Mike?
Brothers and sisters, my name is Michael Canales, business agent here at Local 5. I'd like to take a minute to discuss some of the projects that I'm working on. UA jurisdictional documentation. In other words, we need to document all the work our Local 5 brothers and sisters do every day. The UA has made it clear that our trade jurisdiction is at the core of our identity as a union. It is up to each and every member to protect our jurisdiction, and that responsibility should be taken seriously by all of us. The UA has said we must document all work that falls under our jurisdiction, period. Much of the documentation we have on file is not from this century. I will continue to reach out to our leaders in the field to help document our work. We should take pride in the great work we do. Help me preserve our history by documenting and taking pictures of our work. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about our foreman forms or the UA jurisdictional documentation process. The new Contractor Business Development Seminar is a new initiative we have implemented here at Local 5. With the help of our business manager, I started this project in 2022, and it has grown over the past couple years. The seminar is designed to provide information and resources for people from around the DMV area who are wanting to start a plumbing business or who have been in business for a short period of time. We often see our members excel at performing the work, but owning and operating a successful business can be challenging. The main objective of the seminar is to educate and expose the attendees to experts in a variety of fields pertinent to their needs, thus assisting them in making better business decisions. We want to continue to encourage our members to succeed, whether that be in the field working with one of our signatory contractors or becoming one. Prevailing wage surveys are an annual project I work on. The purpose of prevailing wage laws is to ensure that workers on state and federally funded projects are paid fairly, and to prevent contractors from underbidding each other by cutting labor costs. This protects local workers from being underpaid and helps to maintain a higher standard of living. Our wages are currently prevailing, and we need to maintain that to ensure our contractors have an even playing field when bidding on state and federally funded projects. The more bids our contractors can win, the more work our members have. I currently co-chair the Tri-County COPE. Tri-County consists of Calvert, Charles, and St. Mary's counties. COPE is the Committee on Political Education. COPE is designed to help union members gain a better understanding of the importance of participating in local politics. Participating in these types of groups allows members to interact with their local politicians and communicate to those local politicians the needs of their local unions. Please reach out to me to start getting involved. Among the many different projects that I'm involved with also work with our contractors to get the apprentices placed, to get our apprentices placed. When we have an apprentice out of work, I help get that apprentice back to work with our contractor as quickly as possible. I am our apprentice's point of contact in the hall. Stay safe, do the right thing out there, and again, please reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. That's a lot of really good information, and I really appreciate your hard work and the stuff that you do on behalf of the local union. One of the things that Mike mentioned there was the apprenticeship and the stuff that he does with the apprenticeship, and we know that the apprenticeship is the future of our local. And as it pertains to our future, one of the things that I want to get into right now is your future, which is the pension fund. So we'll get into some details and some of the highlights that have happened within the pension fund over the last year. To date, 59 local union pension funds have merged into the UA National Pension Fund. There are over 180 participating UA local unions, 4,500 active employers, $704 million in benefits payments last fiscal year, 162,278 participants, 76,749 in active participants, 29,907 deferred vested, 55,622 retirees. As of July 1, 2023, the plan is 81% funded, $6.7 billion in assets as of June 30, 2023. Preliminary investment return as of June 30, positive 7.25. Investment assumption rate lowered to 7.25. 35-year credit max removed for all participants not retired as of 1/1/2022. All local unions with a non-standard benefit accrual moved to 100% of the Schedule D accruals as of 1/1/2022. Effective January 1, 2024, the FSC, or future service cap, has been removed. Hours worked needed to accrue 1.2 years of service credits were reduced from 2,100 hours to 2,080 hours. For each additional 300 hours in excess of 2,380, participants accrue an additional 1/10 of a future service credit. This is just some of the changes that have happened over the last year with the pension fund. The pension fund is steadily on a great trajectory and doing great work. We appreciate Tony Ensko and everyone that's down at the pension fund, and you guys should be really proud of your benefit that you'll have in your future when it's time for you to collect those benefits. Today we've covered a lot of information. We've covered training, we've covered community events, we've covered political events, and I'm going to give you some more information. And right now I want to talk about the month of April, and in April, National Plumbing Day is coming up. June 1st is our graduation of our apprentices. We're proud of that group and everyone that'll turn out of that program. We know that each graduating class is the future of this local union, and we really rely on those individuals completing the program and contributing to the workforce here at Local 5 and the signatory contractor base. June 6th is our retiree luncheon. That's a great event. Last year we had that event. We had several retirees and spouses come out. Spouses are invited again this year, so June 6th starting at 11 a.m. We have not developed a location just yet because we're waiting on a lot of you to turn in your RSVPs. So please turn in your RSVPs so that we can get an accurate head count and give you a location and let you know what we got going on there. So if you haven't gotten an invite yet in the mail, please contact Kayla at the Union Hall, and she can just put you down on the RSVP list for that event. That's a great one, and we look forward to that. Last year, we had the picnic. That was a lot of fun. We look forward to doing that again next year in June again and having you all come out. So everyone that came out, we sold over 500 tickets to that event. That was a great day. We really appreciate all our vendor partners that participated and helped sponsor that event as well. One of the other things that I want to get into is some local union housekeeping things. Your addresses. It seems like a simple concept to a lot of people, but having your address updated at the Union Hall is really important for us to get you money that you are entitled to. It's also important for us to get you information that you should know about as a member of this local union. The other thing about that too is your assessments. You have assessments for your burial fund. Please pay your burial assessments. Anything over $25, we've spoke about this before, it ruins that benefit for you. And we really want to make sure that your family's taken care of on the back end in the event of something, some misfortune. So please make sure your assessments are taken care of and everything that you've got going on is taken care of there. To register for classes, registering for classes are taken care of at the training center. Contact Ashley or Chris or Maria or one of the staff members at the training center to register for classes. We do not register members at the hall for classes. I know these seem like simple things to you guys, but these are some of the things that's a common theme that we want to make sure that each member knows where to go to take care of certain businesses and certain things like that. Speaking of training and education, the UA has also just within the last several weeks now rolled out a college benefit program similar to the one that they had before, but they picked a new vendor partner and they have savings up to 50% off on college tuition, bachelor's, certificates or whatever. Everybody's kid or family member does not want to be a plumber. So take advantage of that benefit, and if you want to find out more about that, there'll be a link provided for that information, or you can go to the website and that information will be provided there. The other thing that I wanted to do, in closing, is just thank each and every one of you that are watching this, each and all of you that participate in events that we do, each and every one of you that speak to the community on behalf of the local union and help encourage those that don't know about the trades to get to know what Local 5 and the building trades are all about. Over the last few years now, we've heard of work going on all over the country, and there's a lot of work happening, and we need men and women within this local union. So each and every one of you are organizers. Take time, if it's a kid in the community or an individual that needs some direction, give them that direction that they need. But again, thank you on behalf of the local union staff at the hall and at the training center and the full-time officers. We cannot do our jobs without your support, and we cannot do things without you guys participating and helping out. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate your support as a business manager and trusting me to run the local union and looking out for the best interests of you and your family. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the video.